Hi chess friends, today I'm Hero Liches and I want to show you several games that I play against my friend from India, Yagna. This is the best thing of my channel, I think. Allows me to meet new people, meet new culture from other country, really far, and it's really beautiful having this possibility. I met him some times ago, and we decided to keep in a contact and to play together, to talk together. And this time, I want to show you some games about us. In this first game, I play with the white pieces. Yanya plays with the black pieces, and I decide to open with c4. Okay. Yanya plays e5, and now I knight c3. Knight f6 and d3, typical development. We have bishop c5 to put pressure on the f7 pawn, and now h3 to block something like a move like knight g4. It's not a so good move. I could simply play knight f3 because if follows something like knight g4 to put pressure on my f7 pawn, I can simply defend with this pushing or with something like knight e4. Knight e4 here is so strong because defend my f2 pawn and attack dark square bishop. So there is no problem, okay? But I play h3 and c6. Knight f3, continue development, and now d6, consolidating the center. Bishop g5, and this is the first real mistake of the game, because bishop g5 seems a normal move of development, nothing wrong, but this is completely losing, because here black has the possibility to play. He played h6, but there is a move. If you want to try to find the winning move in this position, you can stop the video. Here there is queen b6, because here the pressure is too much. In this way, black is threatening queen 4b2, attacking then my knight, and at the same time bishop and queen are attacking f2 pawn, and I have to defend the f2 pawn. It's too important. I have to come back with the bishop, but here follows bishop capture for e3, pawn capture for e3, and here black has two possibility to take some pawn, and this pawn it's better to take e pawn, and now I can castle. I have some problem. Computer here is completely winning for black. Okay, I have done a mistake. Here was better a move. If I want to develop my bishop, I have to play something like this, because after simply queen b6 is not the same thing, because I can simply push and to defend my f7, my f2 pawn, and if black decide to capture, I will be really happy about it, because I can activate my rook. Queen has to come here, I can play rook here, and I have a lot of activity of my pieces. I will prepare bishop e2 and then castle, so it's completely another position. But here I mistake. Bishop g5 and black plays h6, luckily, and I decided to capture. Bishop captured for f6, queen captured for f6, and now knight e4 to attack this dark square bishop and the dark queen. We have queen d8, I capture, knight for c5, d4 c5, here maybe was better, but it's the same thing, but maybe was better queen a5 check, and after I cover with the knight, captures this my knight, okay, but it's also good move. d4 c5, and now I capture, knight for e5, and here black decide to castle. This is not a good move. Here is better playing something like queen d4 to attack my knight, and after I move my knight, queen capture for b2, okay, was better. Here we have castle, and I decide to play g3. I want to activate my light square bishop. We have queen f6 to attack my knight, and I decided to come back. This is not a good move. Here computers suggest something like f4, because in this way I prevent an attack an attack for this queen on this diagonal, okay? But I didn't see it, this move, honestly, and I come back, but I give my b pawn. So Yagna decide to capture my b pawn, queen for b2, and now I play simply bishop g2 to prepare a castle really soon. Okay, we have a queen c3 check, and now knight d2 to cover. We have knight d7 and castle, knight f6, and now rook b1. I'm still better in this position. I have more activity. In this way I put pressure on b7 pawn, preventing the normal development for this light square bishop. We have rook e8 by Prania, putting pressure by Yagna, putting pressure on e2. And now rook b3 to attack dark square bishop. Dark queen. We have queen e5 to put pressure on e2 pawn, and now rook e1 to defend. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. And rook e1. Okay, perfect. And now queen d6. Perfect. Knight e4. Knight capture for e4. Bishop capture for e4. And here we have a changement of pawn. Bishop capture for h3. And now rook capture for b7. Now I put pressure on the 7th rank, on f7's pawn. And Yagna has this strong light square bishop to attack my king. We have rook capture for e4, a sacrifice that is not correct. Rook for a bishop in this position, but works a lot because I'm in completely time trouble with like 10 seconds on the clock. Okay, so d capture for e4, and now queen e6 to attack my c pawn and my e4 pawn. Here I play queen d3 to defend both pawns, and now rook e8. I decided to defend with f3, and now queen g6 to attack my g3 pawn. And now I have to play really precisely. I should play something like king f2, but I didn't play it. I play g4. g4 is not a bad move, but it's not the best move. Okay, here we have queen g5 to try to come here or here, and then control the g3 square with a threatening checkmate. And now rook b3, and this is a losing move for me, and here black can win. And here there is a completely winning move, and this move is, if you want to try to find, is queen h4. This move is so strong because in this way black attacks my rook, and is threatening at the same time to come on g3 and then checkmate me. Okay, so if I move my rook, for example here, follow checkmate in 2, after my king move, queen g2 is checkmate. And if I try to defend the g3 square, and the only way is this, queen d6 to defend the g3 square, there is a problem, because here black queen can capture my rook. Okay, and this is completely winning for black again. Here Prania decide to play queen f4 because he thought that has the same values, this move to come on to come on g3, but it's not the same thing because he's not attacking my rook. And here I could save my game playing something like king h2, because after queen come here I can simply play rook g1 and kicking away dark queen. But here I was in time trouble and I play queen e3, and this is checkmate in 2, so queen g3 and king h1, and after queen g2 is checkmate and win game for Yagna. Okay, we can go for the second game. Here this time I play with the black pieces, always 3 plus 2, second on the clock, and e4 for Yagna. I play e5, knight f3, attacking my pawn, and now the d6, so d4, e capture for d4, knight capture for d4, and now knight f6. We have knight c3 and bishop e7, typical development. I prepare to castle, and we have bishop c4 developing a piece, and the same castle. So here I castle and Yagna castle. Knight c6, and now knight f5. His knight here, he's really annoying. He put pressure on the g7 pawn. He put pressure on my dark square bishop, and here I decide to capture simply. Bishop capture for f5, e capture for f5, and now knight e5. Here I could play something like queen d7 to attack this pawn, but here computer suggests this move. I can't believe it. g4. Open up the g file, but for a computer it's completely okay this move, and maybe in the future there is the idea of g5. Here I have to push to prevent the g5, because if I play something like, I don't know, rook here, yeah, g5 is coming, and he is completely winning, because after I move my knight he can simply move something like this, and it's so complicated game. But here is completely winning for white, that has a lot of activity, but it's computer engine, so it's really difficult when you have to see an engine line. Obviously it's impossible for human. So I play simply knight e5, and now bishop b3 to, he has to defend the bishop, so he come back. Bishop b3, queen d7 to attack this the f5 pawn, and now f4. I can't take this, say, f pawn, because it's threatening to capture my knight. Okay, so I decided to play really aggressive, knight g4. This is not so good move, and here Yagna tried to be aggressive and play h3. I come back with a knight h6, and now g4 is a good move. G4, yes, seems a bad move, because white king is without pawn, is in trouble, defense trouble, but not. It's a good move because it's really aggressive, and he is threatening to fork my knight. And here decide to sacrifice a piece is not a good move, but I play knight capture for f5, completely mistake, but I try to sacrifice my knight for 2 pawn, and after f capture for f5 I take queen capture for f5 and king h2, a really good move, maybe to bring the rook here or the queen. It's a really good move to defend this pawn. At the same time it's so important. We have rook e8, and now knight d6. He is threatening knight c7, knight for c7 to attack my rook, double my rook, okay, from this point, because he can attack both. So I have to defend, and I decide to capture. Knight capture for d5, queen capture for d5, and now queen f6. I want to avoid the queen trade because I'm in really I have enough material, okay. I haven't enough material, sorry. And here we have bishop e3 and now c6 to attack the white queen. Queen g5, and now I simply decide to capture. Queen capture for b2 with an attack on the white queen, and queen g4 by Yagna. Now I have this position. I have 3 pawns for a bishop, but it's still better white in this position, okay? Because the bishop is so strong. Can you see this dark square bishop and this light square bishop are so powerful pieces, okay? Here I play d5 to close this diagonal of light square bishop, and now rook g1. And now the pressure on this on the g file is really dangerous. He is threatening checkmate with queen 4 g7, but my queen is defend this point, okay? Still we have queen f6. I decided to come back to cover my king, and now bishop f2. The idea this move is so tricky because if I do something like this, follow bishop here, and I can capture. If I capture, queen for g7 is checkmate. This is the idea of this move. So I decided to play h6. I was in time trouble, so completely mistake, but okay. Bishop h4 I can take, I show you. And now queen g6. So bishop capture for e7, queen capture for g4, rook capture for g4, and now rook e7, rook for e7. We have rook g1 to put pressure on the g7 pawn, and here I have to defend. I decided to play simply g6. f5, good move to try to open up the position, and now I play g5 to close. h4 with the same idea, good move, and I have to do something, so f3, f6 to consolidate this structure. We have h capture for g5, pawn capture for h capture for g5 to open up the rook, some attack for this rook. Maybe the idea to bring the rook here, or the rook on the e file, a nice way. We have c4, a really good move by Yagna to open up this light square bishop that is blocked. And now I play rook d8 to consolidating the defense of this pawn. We have c capture for d5, c capture for d5, and now rook d5. And now I have to decide if I want to defend this pawn because it is attack a lot. And I decided to play rook e to check first, and after king h1 I play king g7. And here Yagna plays rook capture for d5, and seems that against a pawn, but this is a blunder because I have rook h8, and this is checkmate because this rook completely controlled every square for the white king. Here was winning position for white, obviously, and computer suggests something like rook here, and if rook come here, white king can simply move, okay? So let's go for the third game. This time I play with the white pieces, and I open with g3, d5 by Yagna, and now bishop g2, knight f6, and now c4, the c6, a good move to consolidate this diagonal. Usually you have not to capture this pawn. If you decide to capture, you have to accept that this bishop here is so strong, so it's better to consolidate the center with this move. c6, c capture for d5, c capture for d5, and now d4. We have knight c6, and now knight c3, e6, knight f3, normal development, and now bishop e7, preparing to castle. I play bishop f4, and we have a castle by black, castle by white, and now a6 to prevent something like knight b5 with the idea to jump with the knight here and to control maybe some square in the future, like this, and then this and this. Okay, so prevents this move. Rook c1, and now b5 by Yagna. The idea is to develop this light square bishop and then the rook here, so a really good move. I play knight e5, and now bishop b7, and bishop b7 seems a normal move, but this is a blunder, because here I could sacrifice a piece, because here is completely winning for white. I could play this knight capture for d5, because after knight capture for d5 I can simply play knight capture for c6, bishop capture for c6, and rook capture for c6, because when I move my knight I attack 2 times, I activate my rook, okay, and I attack 2 times this knight. This knight is a target, easy target, and here you can do something like this, knight capture for e5, because I can simply capture this knight with check, and after check black has to capture, and I have so many threats. The strongest is bishop capture, and here he's completely losing for black, because black has to move the king, his knight is attacked. So but I didn't see it, and I mistake completely. After bishop b7 move, I mistake and I play a3. That is not a good move. Is not a good move. Yagna here plays rook c8, and here I was really scared, because I was thinking about this move, knight here, because here knight can jump on c4. It's not a deadly move, so dangerous move, but I was scared about it. He played rook c8, and now I play queen d2, and this is a mistake, because this time knight b5 is so strong, and here I have too many weakness, knight b3 or knight on c4. Okay, it's not good position for me. I have to come back, and knight can jump here, and probably here I can take, but it's not good position white. Okay, but after my queen d2, luckily Yagna plays knight h5, and now I see the threat, and I play knight capture c6 to avoid knight a5. Okay, like before. We have rook capture for c6, and now rook c2. I want to double up my rook on the c file, and here we have knight capture for f4, right move, and now queen capture for f4. We have bishop g5 to attack my queen, queen h4, g4. Sorry, not a good move. Was better to play something like this. And now bishop f6, simply coming back. I defend this with d4. I was scared about this idea. My intention was to play this, but I was scared something like this move. Okay, to attack my pawn, and if I defend, I was scared about this. Not a problem, not a real problem, but I thought that I can capture because my queen folds. Okay, I think this. So here I decide to defend my d pawn, a good move. And now queen d6. We have rook c1, and now rook c8, and here there is a lot of tension on this c file. Okay, because we have double rook on an open c file. Bishop g f1 to prevent some pushing. I don't know, maybe in the future, and because I want to prevent this, but this is not a good move because I can simply capture the knight, threatening to capture the queen. Okay, we have queen c7 and now h4 with the idea to push, to bring my pawn here and to make some damage. We have h6, good idea for Yagna to block me. And now queen h5 with the idea to push other pawn and to crash into the defense of black king. We have e5 and now knight capture for d5. And here it's a blunder and I was still in time trouble, still one time in time trouble, and this is completely losing position. But it's not easy to find the best move here because Yagna here was only 33 seconds on the clock, and it's not easy to find the way to win this position because here you have to sack the queen to win. Because after knight d5 I consider that I attack black queen, but here black could simply capture, and after my knight capture for c7 follows rook capture for c1, and for computers this position is completely winning for black. Okay, my knight here is really in trouble. He will capture the knight next move and I can do nothing to save my knight, really nothing. Computer suggests something like pawn capture for d5, but after bishop move, for example, this knight will be lost and I have to sack my knight. Okay, and so it's a bad move, but you have to see in this sacrifice of the queen. Okay, here Yagna was in time trouble and plays queen d6, and now it's winning for me, so I simplify material a lot. Rook capture for c6, rook capture for c6, rook capture for c6, and now after bishop capture for c6 I have knight capture for f6, and after queen capture for f6 I simply take, because I have a lot of advantage of pawns and I will be able to win. This was my idea at first, because I have 7 pawns, again 5 pawns, and here I was considered to win this position easily. But for computer here there is a best move, that is capture with a pawn. Okay, the e pawn, d capture for e5. This was the best move for computer, and after this I have to come back with my queen and continue to play with 2 pawns up, and a really beautiful position. Here after black capture is still an advantage for me. Okay, I have more activity of my pieces. I can activate I can try to play something like this, and it's better position for white. But here I play this move, queen e5, but this is so really bad move because I didn't see. When I move my queen here it was so important. This is the reason, to control the f3 square, blocking the coming of dark queen here. Okay, and after this easy queen f3, and now there is a problem for me. He is threatening checkmate on h1, and now I'm in trouble. I have some possibility to draw. It's not easy. No, there is no more possibility to draw. Maybe a computer engine line sees this, but the 5 he considered completely bad move, so there is no way to draw the position, because the pressure on this diagonal is really too strong. And after queen e5 I was losing. I tried to do some check, king h7, and now I play bishop d3 check to try to, but here black can simply cover, and after this move I resign because I can do nothing. There is no way to escape. Okay, if I try something like this, it's checkmate. Can you see this checkmate in one? Not there, but there. Queen d1 checkmate. Okay, so let's go with game number 4. We have e4 by Yagna, c5, knight f3, and e6, d4, c capture for d4, knight capture for d4, and now d5. We have bishop c5 check and bishop d7, e capture for d5, bishop capture for d5, and now knight b5. And see, strange, but here is not a good position for black. It's still not a bad position, but if you don't know, you risk to lose. You risk to make a mistake. I play h6, that is not so good move, because after knight here, computer suggests says that white is better. Okay. However, I continue to play, but I was really in danger. I play e5 and castle by white, good move. And I play bishop e6 to defend this pawn, but this is a terrible mistake. Here white has a lot of activity, something like queen g4 to attack my g pawn. Here I have to defend, but a lot of knight here, and can you see the difference of activity of white pieces? Terrible strong. However, here we have knight e4, also a good move, and now I play simply knight f6. Completely winning position. Here could simply follow something like bishop here, and I have to defend, but follow something like this, and really difficult position to hold. But here we have knight capture for d6, queen capture for the d6, and now c4. Still better position for white, but now I castle. We have rook e1, and now knight d7. Develop a knight and to cover better this pawn. We have knight c3, and now rook c8, and this could be a normal move, but rook c8 is a bad move, because here white can do something, can play something like this, and for computer is completely better position. Okay, so a normal move is not so good move. I have to understand why this move is better. It's really difficult to explain, because maybe the rook here has to, this rook on a8 has to remain on a file, and I can prepare this pushing. Okay, here there is no possibility of this capture, because I can capture the rook, and the game continues. For a computer it's a draw. Okay, but I decided to play rook c8, normal move, but here is different, because there is b3, and now I play rook c8. We have a knight e4, knight capture for e4, rook capture for e4, and now I decided to push. It's not a bad move, but was better still this move, to open up some to create some weakness in a pawn structure. Okay, after this we have rook h4, really aggressive way to put pressure on h7 pawn, and now e4. We have bishop c2. This bishop is so dangerous, it put pressure on the g7 pawn, and now knight c5. I want to put my knight here because will be a really strong knight, but here I allows a counter attack by white, queen d4, and this move is really strong because it's threatening checkmate. So I have to defend, and I play simply rook c7 to defend from the checkmate. Here we have rook d1, and now I decided to, sorry about that. Okay, rook d1, and now knight d3 like prevented. This knight here is so strong. We have bishop b2 because I am attacking this knight, this bishop. Okay, and now queen c5. I decided to trade the queen here. Here I was thinking about something like knight here, but it's not a good move. He can push, and I have some trouble. Like knight here seems strong to stretch this, but after the king move I have no way to save my position, okay, because this knight is attacking and I can't simply capture the queen. If I capture the queen after c capture for d6, it's a problem. It's really a problem because my knight is attacked, my rook is attacked, and I have no way to survive, okay. So here I play queen c5, and we have rook capture for d3. That is not a good move. Was better to simply play something like this. Not easy move to see, but here we have knight for the rook for d3, e for d3, and now we have g3. Try to escape here, but this is not a good move. I can come with the rook here with some check. Rook e1 check, and after the king move I simply capture. Queen capture for d4, and here it's not a good position because if you capture with the rook I can simply capture the light square bishop, and if you capture with the bishop I can simply push, and this is what happened. After push, Yagna resigned because he can stop my d2 pawn d1 to have a queen, okay. So let's go for the game number 5, the last of this video, and this time I play with the white pieces again, and I open with d4, c6 by Yagna, and knight d4. No, sorry, d4. We have d5, and now e capture for d5, c capture for d5, and now knight f3, knight c6, bishop e3, and now bishop g4 to attack my knight. I simply bishop e2, bishop capture for f3, bishop capture for f3, and now e6, knight c3, normal development, and now knight f6. Here I decide to play queen d2. I like queen d2 because it allows me to prepare a long castle if I want, or a short castle, okay, depends from the position. I play he plays bishop e7 to prepare a castle, and now I decided to play h3. He castle, and now g4, really aggressive way. It is not a good move for a computer because it allows a lot of counter-attack, and here Yagna finds a really nice move, bishop b4 to attack my knight. Here I decided to ignore it, and g5, and here we have knight e4. For computer maybe it's better this, but it's so really difficult move to see, and it's normal move this, okay. Knight e4 to attack my queen. So here I decide to capture, bishop capture for e4, pawn capture for e4, and here I play long castle. No, not still. Computer suggests, but not still. I play before a3 to attack dark square bishop, and now after bishop a5 continue to attack my knight, and to pin my knight I play b4, and after b6 I decide to castle this time, and it's really beautiful position. I think after some mistake it's a draw position, completely equal position with for both player, with different castles, short castle for black, white castle, long castle for white, and it's really sharp position for both because both player here has some idea of attack. For example, I can bring my rook here, and then I will put pressure on the g file and on the h file, okay, with the idea to push my pawn, and black can do the same, can bring pushing like something a5 or bring the rook here. So there are some idea of attack, bring the queen here, bring the other rook here. Really interesting position for both player, okay. We have however rook c8, and now knight a4 with the idea to play knight c5 and close this c file. We have a knight e6, and now I play knight here, and it's still a draw position. Here follows knight d5, and now I decided to push h4. We have a5, really good move to open up my position, and now I play h5, and it's still a draw position. I really like this game, I told you, because it's really aggressive for both, but risky position for both, but still a draw. So a capture for b4, a capture for b4, and now e5. And now here you should consider something like rook a8. Seems a good move to have some attack, maybe idea rook a1 in the future. But this move is not so good move, because I can simply play king b2, and I will counterattack on a file. Okay, bringing my rook here. So it's a good move, but it's okay. Here we have e5, also a good move. D capture for e5, and now knight capture for e3. Still a draw position. Here I capture, queen capture for d8, rook capture for d8, rook capture for d8 check, bishop capture for d8, and now I play f capture for e3. Okay, here we have bishop capture for g5, and now I have to defend my pawn, but here I decide to play simply knight e4, and this is a big mistake, because here I should play something like computer suggests king d2 to defend my pawn, and it's not a good position. It's not a bad position for white. Okay, it's a draw, but here I mistake, because I was in time trouble with like 4 seconds on the clock, so I decided to capture. But here followed queen bishop capture for e3 check, king b2, and now bishop d4. I decided to play king b3, and now bishop capture for e5. We have this position. I have 3 pawns. My opponent has 4 pawns, and I have to find a way to draw, and I decided to play this move, and this is a blunder completely, because you can't play something like c3, because here follows obviously f5. And now if there is a problem, if I move my knight, my pawns falls, because there is a double attack. Okay, and here I play something like c5 to try to survive, but here there is a really simple move, simply b6 to attack my pawn, and here I can do nothing. If I move the knight, I have no way to defend this pawn. The best move is something like knight a5 to defend this pawn, but it's not easy position. Here is winning, black can activate in this way, and my knight here is so passive, not a good endgame for white. So after knight here, Yagna plays b6, and here I was in a completely time trouble with a worse position, so I play rook e1 to try to counterattack. But here there is a really good move, really beautiful, bishop g3 to attack my rook and to attack my knight both, and I can do nothing here. If I try something like this, he can push. This beautiful pushing f4, he attacked my rook, he defends his bishop, my knight is attacked, and it's lost obviously. But here he plays bishop capture for c3, luckily, because in this way I have maybe better position than before. Surely it's a draw, maybe. Okay, king capture for c3, pawn capture for c5, and now I decided to push. We have g6, h6, and now king f7. Really good move. You have to activate your king, so this move works. I try to play rook d1 to resist from this position, but follow king e7, and the rook e1 check again, king d7, and now rook d1, king c7, and now rook e1. I want to draw. Rook d8, and now king c4 to try to capture the c pawn, and now rook d7. We have c capture for c5, king capture for c5, and now rook king b7. And this position, it's a draw, but it's really difficult to find the move to draw this position. Okay, I play rook e6, and this is not a good move. The best move here recommended by the engine to defend is rook e8. So complicated. After rook check, I can come here. Seems a losing move, but a losing position. But here I can bring my king here. Rook has to move, and I can bring my king here to make some. Yes, I will lose this pawn, but I will attack this pawn with my king. Okay. So after this he can push, but I can simply play this, and it's not important if it defends. I have several counter attack. Okay, for this pawn, he can do nothing. I will capture this pawn that is undefendable. So there was a possibility to draw, but was so difficult to see. I play rook e6, rook c7 check, king d6, rook f7, and in this position I lost for time. I was in completely losing position, so there is nothing I could do. And this game is number 5. This is the first part of my video about our game. Next part will be for next time. So thank you really much for watching my video. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Really soon we'll exit other video. I wanted to greet Yagna for playing with me, and we will play surely another time. So thank you really much, and see you soon. Bye bye. Thank you.